1:47 p.m. here. It's Saturday, June the 24th. It's a very, very, very busy day, so it's kind of impolite. But like I said, the Wi-Fi is among the best of the Wi-Fi access points here at the bus station. So I just do it and then I leave. But I was catching up a lot on the news of what's going on in Singapore. And one interesting thing is he did ask me. He said, "Why did you go to Singapore?" He never asked me that question. Mansoor before. No, this is the first time he ever asked me, "What did you go to Singapore?" So it's something about the Singapore with his contacts with the British intel. He may already have been filled in about what happened with Singapore. He may already knows, and it's very critical to him. So he asks me very critical questions, and he treats me like a fool. And this is what pisses New Yorkers off. Yeah, and Donald Trump is of our vibration, that old school New York. It pisses us off. You treat me like an idiot, like a fool. If you really want to get on my bad side, do that. Ask me questions. Treat me like an idiot. Yeah, bad side, yes. And this is what I can't stand because no. And it's a very sore spot for me too. What happened in Singapore? Yeah, it's a very sore spot because what it shows is complete disrespect for me. Complete and utter disrespect. Complete and total disrespect for me. Complete. Yeah, and I'm brimming, or like I said, what they call seething at the rim about it. But I don't take it out on people. I don't know. No, I seek legal remedy. The term is called legal remedy. Legal remedy is the name of the term, meaning compensation in kind for what you perceive as violation or aggression or intrusions upon your civil liberties or your rights or whatever. Legal remedy is what it's called. And because I could have been very affluent by now. Yeah, very affluent. Very, very, very affluent. I'm fucking screwed. As they say, yeah, mess up. No, man. If I ever get out of it, it'll be a miracle. So what it is that the British intel, and they said, oh, coincidentally, Mansoor is driving by when you walk by the Haskell of Islam, and he has nothing to do with it. Coincidentally. It's just what a coincidence. No, it's not. They're able to track the devices, see, because of the communication with my sphere of need, which is my mother. Yeah, with that communication, they're able to track the devices. So they say, okay, he's on that road, go over there, because we haven't heard nothing from him for days on end. For days on end, and there's nothing going on from what we're catching. Imagine this, an operation like this, and we're not catching anything, and he's not getting anything done, and there's no women communicating with him, and everything, and all of that circle, whatever he's reaching out for is cutting off, and we see it at the nexus, and it's all isolated, everything is shut off. Go to him personally now. Go what they call get human interaction out there. Who's on point? Who's the closest to him? Oh, the Muslim guy, the Ahmadiyya guy, Mansoor. Okay, get Mansoor over there. That way, and pass him and wave to him and then go over and pull up to him, because he can't refuse Mansoor. Why? He can't refuse him because he's staying in the room in a place provided by Mansoor in his contact, so he's going to be afraid to lose the place. You see the games. This is what I want to bring. These kind of games, I want to bring it to an end. Yeah, no more of that. No more. Nobody will be able to do that to anybody anymore. That's why you have this thing. This thing about what do you call it? About the rapid building thing with Apple out of Russia. That's why that's being covered. Yeah, that's why they don't want anybody being able to do rapid building of houses and structures. Yeah, and that's why when I found out and realized they were part of the Silicon Valley funded part, it was like with lament. I felt sad because I knew then they were bought out. They're not going to be able to serve the people. They're not going to be of service to humanity. They're going to suppress it to be able to rapidly construct and build homes or buildings or anything like that. They're going to get rid of that. Yeah, because if you're able to do it, you're able to solve the homelessness problem. Right? You can solve the homelessness problem. You don't have to live in the streets anymore. You don't have to live in the streets anymore. See, they don't want that. They want to use it as leverage. People live in the streets and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they want to use it as leverage. So I will keep this in memory, and I'm going to try to go against the shaitan in the United Nations. Yeah, in the shaitan instructions. You see what I'm saying? Because personally, I'm going to tell you the truth about myself, Adam Jabril. I'm really an introvert. Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. Very much so an introvert. Yeah. Very much so. I mean, like you see me how walking around alone. I don't like this being alone. Me say, because my mother and women say, if you can't get along with people, right away she goes to the jugular. If you can't get along with other people, how you gonna get along with a woman? A woman got titties, butt, ass, man. Yeah, you gonna make sure you get along with the woman. That's what you want and need. You want that coochie in that sweet spot between those thighs. I said, man, shit, you gonna make damn sure. Like they had the fictional Fred Flintstone. And they had the character Mr. Slate, who was always what? Fred Flintstone! You know, whatever? Where have you been? And this, that. But when Mr. Slate walked in the room, he was, yes, dear. Yes, cuddle, brother, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, love, cuddle. You know, whatever you wish. Yes, cuddle. He was like a little boy, Mr. Slate. So, you know, people talk about that, about how you can do this and how you can do that and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, see? Just a lot of stuff, and I don't want to infer anything with my mother. You know, and all that. These people sometimes, I don't know, man. You know, I mean, not my mother, but just in general, infer things that you shouldn't be married, things that they think in the id, what Sigmund Freud called the id. That's in their id, how they feel about you, what you deserve and what you don't deserve. Like these corporate jets, these are like G5s and G650s. You're saying that you don't deserve that kind of lifestyle, but I know I can get it. I know it. I can get it, this type of lifestyle. I know I can get it, man, but I have to remove a lot of people out of the way. I got to get people out of my life, out of the way, man, who are preventing me from that, who don't want to see me because I'm this decrepit, falling apart Afro-American.